Hello and welcome to Daily Talks News channel. I am Christy. Before we begin the news, I would like to appeal to all our viewers to stay safe from ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. Remember to wear your face mask, wash your hands and face regularly, and ensure that you maintain physical distancing. Remember, we are still at the midst of pandemic, and these simple precautions are all that it takes to defeat. The headlines of the day. UN announced India as a developed country with multi-features. Rapid hike in petrol and diesel prices. Petrol price rupees 500 per liter and diesel by rupees 450 per liter. A young boy from Tamil Nadu secured 6th grade in International Yoga Carnival. Gold prices rise above rupees 70,000 and silver costlier by rupees 3,000. Breaking news. On March 29, 2021, United Nations Honorable President Jill Clara announced India as a developed nation. Among 7 other countries, India secured 3rd position. The declaration came out by yesterday night and was celebrated by every Indian. Our Honorable President Dr. Vijayendra Kumar shows his gratitude for people. Our journalist Ms. Nivadashini is waiting to provide detailed information about this announcement. Over to Ms. Nivadashini.
India was declared as developed country. Today, UN President Jill Clara announced India as developed nation. The dream of Indians is fulfilled. Indian President Vijayendra Kumar expressed his gratitude to all the people that India would not have progressed this much without you. Dream come true because India has worked diligently for so long, said President. Finally, the President attributed the success to India's diligence. India was announced as a developed nation with the following basis: increased penalty and immediate action for crime. Pending crime records in India had received their judgments, and the rule every individual who committed crime must undergo the severe punishment, which will not allow any other citizen in the country to commit the same crime. It made a huge difference in the minds of the people. Strict and immediate action for corruption is also a major reason for our development.
First thing that raised the level of India was the death sentence for rapists. At one time, India was in the trend of rape. Every day in the paper, we read at least an average of 2 incidents. But when the government announced a single punishment for rape as death, that the crimes were reduced.
All the Indians together came to a decision with the following instructions of our government. Every individual takes up the responsibility to pay the real tax promptly and effectively. All the citizens in India were tried to make India as a green India. Indians were developed their thought of treating and respecting all human beings equally. The most important thing that developed our nation is agriculture. 75% of India is agricultural land. The government has given more priority for agriculture and the farmers that made India as a developed nation. including the development of effective and affordable public health care, pollution controlled, and utilization of Indian products. Not only this, but many more changes have taken place in India. On this basis, India has been declared as a superpower country. It is the responsibility for each and every citizen to keep India as a superpower country. Thank you.
Breaking news. Petrol and diesel prices continued to rise on Tuesday, the 8th consecutive day when the retail prices have risen across the country, with oil on the boil in global markets and both crude and product prices seeing a big spike. Let us seek more information from our journalist, Ms. Shrutika.
Yes, Ms. Christie, petrol and diesel prices reaches its high all over in India. India imports nearly 85% of its crude, which is the biggest reason for India's high fuel price. The rising fuel price in India will also have a cascading effect on business spread across various sectors. The petrol prices are skyrocketing, and it is eventually going to affect each and everything that we use in our day-to-day life. Poor people are already working hard to earn square meal a day, and this hike is definitely going to paralyze these already burdened people. Banking sector is also expected to suffer due to high inflation level. Demand for increasing product delivery rates has already put consumer-oriented companies in a tough spot. The increasing of fuel price hike of 10% contributes to the rise of 12.78% of production costs in the RT sector. In addition, there is also indirect impact to the RT sector by 5.30%. The indirect impact is induced by the changes of other sector products usage due to the alters of fuel price. Let us get the opinion from the public. What's your opinion about rising in fuel price, ma'am?
It mainly affects the middle class people and the people who don't have vehicles and use public transportation, and it also affects the citizens too.
Thank you.
Oh no, my hair. What can I do? Wow, Dabur almond oil? Let me try it. It gives a great refreshment. Oh, what an awesome fragrance! Do you want a perfect and silky hair? Try Dabur Almond Oil. Stop your hair fall by using new Dabur Almond Hair Oil, enriched with soya plus protein and vitamin E. For damage-free hair, use Dabur Almond Hair Oil.
Special news.
Welcome to Daily Talks. In this show, every day we introduce a new talent and achiever. In that way, today we are going to meet a woman writer, who is none other than Christine Yanadipa, Indian poet and story writer. She has been shortlisted for the Booker Prize 3 times and awarded Sahitya Academy. I am so happy to meet her today. Welcome to our show, ma'am. When did you start your writing career and who is your inspiration?
The inspiration and the power for writing comes only within us. We do not want any external sources for us to inspire or motivate. My favorite hobby was reading. I started writing from the age of 19. From the practice of reading, I incorporated the activity of writing. So as of now, I have written 5 books and have compiled and self-published many anthologies.
Okay, well said, ma'am. And which author or book that you admired a lot?
I admire the works of Kalil Gibran, Savi Sharma and Kulprit Yadav, and those 3 were my favorite writers. The language that I used was very simple and rustic. Even in my writings, I don't use bombastic languages, whereas I use very simple and clear languages, which will be easily readable to every reader.
Okay, ma'am. Few tips or advice for the young writers, ma'am.
Firstly, I request all the young writers to read many books, and from that you can achieve the skill of writing. Even in my young age, I used to read a lot of books, and only from that I achieved the perfection of writing. When you try for the first time, you don't master it, but try long, pour out your emotions, feelings and everything, and one day you will really reach the perfection. And if any of you has any queries or problems related to publishing, you can feel free to contact me at any time. Thank you.
Happy with this interview. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for joining us.
Even in my young age, I used to read a lot of books, and only from that I achieved the perfection of writing. When you try for the first time, you don't master it, but try long, pour out your emotions, feelings and everything, and one day you will really reach the perfection. And if any of you has any queries or problems related to publishing, you can feel free to contact me at any time. Thank you.
Happy with this interview. Thank you, ma'am.
Malayalam actress Shruti Rao rings in her birthday with orphans, says giving love is an art to get it. She celebrated her birthday in Annailam Orphanage, Kodambakkam, Chennai. She says that she was very pleased to visit those budding kids on her special day. Let us seek more details about it from our reporter Ms. Jessica with a live interview with a stunning star Shruti Rao.
Hello, ma'am. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Yeah, doing well.
Wishes from our channel on your special day, ma'am.
Oh, thank you, lovelies.
How do you feel, ma'am, after visiting the Anne orphanage?
Yeah, I'm very pleased to be able to visit the Anna Orphanage Center. I've learned that the motto of the Anna Orphanage is let's love each other. I can see the reality of the motto in all the smiling faces I encounter.
How do you feel to be there, ma'am?
I'm so happy to be here and donate dresses and foods to the children. I'm so happy.
You are an actress and also a mother. What do you think about the children?
Yeah, I have 2 kids of my own and I know how precious each child is. I would love to spend more times here, but then we have to go back to our schedules and do our stuffs, so I can't.
That's nice. Thank you for your time, ma'am.
Thank you.
Hi, welcome back. You're watching Hair Skin Innovations. I'm Dr. Ramya, dermatologist. Today I'm here to talk about skin and hair problems and solutions to it. There are plenty of cosmetic products that are available in the market that may or sometimes may not help you. But remember that the most important factors that decide the quality of your hair and skin are your genes, your family history, your emotions, and your immunity system. Let us get to know more about it. It is in our hands to keep our body healthy and beautiful. For that, all you need to do is making some corrections in your daily routine. To get ready for a function, what are all the things you do? You twist, you curl, and you straighten your hair. But do we give some extra care to these things? In order to get a healthy and beautiful skin and hair, you need to intake what is right for your body. We are all tend to eat what is tasty, not what is healthy. If 60% of your intake helps you, then the remaining 40% can be satisfied with external factors. First of all, we must know about simple things like how to wash our hair. Many of the people are not aware of it and they are hurting their shine within. Before shampooing, apply and massage with any type of hair oil as you wish into your scalp 2 to 3 hours before you wash your hair. Then wet your hair properly and then apply shampoo. Always dilute your shampoo by mixing it with water and please don't try to use it as it is. Don't forget to apply conditioner because it will protect your hair. And most of the people do a common mistake that applying conditioner on a scalp. Please don't apply it on a scalp. Apply it only to the roots of your hair. And always scrub your scalp and massage your head and then rinse it off with water. Most of the people ask me, is that very bad to color my hair? If your hair has come in contact with any dye or bleach or any other chemical substance like that, you may have to think some extra hard about your daily routine. And people with dyed hair are advised not to wash it every day to prevent some premature color fading and dryness. And bleached hair may require some extra nourishment in the form of conditioner and in the form of hair mask. If you want to color or curl or straighten your hair, you can go for it, but not too often and don't think to make it permanent. It is like you're going against nature. So be happy with your own hair color or own hair texture and hair type. There are many myths about hair and skin. Please don't believe in all that when you don't know what is the truth. My client used to ask me, "Doctor, my hair gets used to this shampoo, but now you're prescribing some other shampoo. Is it good to use now?" Actually speaking, it is not true with the case of most people. Your hair won't depend on particular shampoo. If a shampoo or conditioner are no longer doing their job, it needs to be changed. People have the doubt frequent trims make your hair longer faster. No, it won't. It is good to trim to get rid of your split ends and brittle hair, but it is not true that frequent trims make your hair grow longer or faster. It is not true. Then one of the famous myths ever, that stress can turn our hair grey. Similarly, if you pluck one grey hair, 2 or more will grow in its place, and even honey can turn your hair grey. No way for it. If that were true, we had all be grey. The truth is, at a point, your hair won't be able to produce color. So it lacks color and it becomes grey. That's the fact. In this busy scheduled life, we tend to give up some extra care for our skin. You know, skin is the largest organ of our human body. It is our duty to keep every single part of our body healthy and beautiful. Don't use too many products on your skin. It may result in more breakouts and clogged pores. Always moisturize both day and night and give a gentle massage to your skin. Do not touch your face often because it doesn't just spread bacteria, but it also can lead to scarring. So you need to take care of your skin. When you go out, use sunscreen to protect your skin. And remove all the makeup before you go to bed, and washing makeup products like brushes, sponges and other things once in a month is fine. There are many commonly held beliefs about skin that are simply not true, and it is a sad thing that many of them were created by the hair care industry to encourage us to buy more products of theirs. Let us be more aware of it. Try to differentiate myth from truth. People say you don't need sunscreen on a cloudy day. First, you need to know there are 3 kinds of ultraviolet rays or UV rays: UVA, UVB and UVC. UVA rays can easily penetrate the skin and produce tan. UVB rays can damage your skin's DNA, and UVC rays are absorbed by the atmosphere and don't make it to the ground. Even in a cloudy day, UV radiation from the sun reaches the Earth's surface. So, sunscreen is the best choice even in a cloudy day. People say expensive skincare products work best and they are better than inexpensive. Expensive skincare products can be good, but don't have an idea in everything you buy like this. If you want to pay for the feel, for the smell, and for the package, that's up to you. Men don't need to moisturize. Who said? Skin is skin. Moisturizer is just as beneficial to men as women. So men need to moisturize. Does waterproof sunscreen last all day? No. Waterproof sunscreen is not that different than the regular stuff. If you are going to be outside for several hours, you should plan on reapplying sunscreen every 2 to 3 hours. It is best. At last, do fairness creams will make your skin fair and white? If you are still believing in it, I'm so sorry. You can remove tan, you can get a shade, you can give a glow to your skin, but you cannot change your skin complexion. As I said earlier, it will be like you're going against nature. Each and everyone is gifted with unique complexion, unique color complexion. So try to admire it. Doing exercises and practicing yoga will definitely give a glow to your body, both internally and externally. Because when you do yoga, your blood circulation will be stimulated and it will be great, and that results in a good and flawless skin. Consulting dermatologist is the best thing. It is advisable to visit a dermatologist at least once in a year. There are a lot of nuances in skin color, texture, smoothness, and so on that we cannot see for ourselves. So these can be detected by dermatologists, and mild creams or treatments can be recommended. So it is advisable to visit once in a year. So maintain a healthy diet, do exercise regularly. I personally suggest you to go for natural things. It is the best solution since it doesn't have any side effects and the results will also be long lasting. I always strongly believe in one line, that is, beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. So see beauty in everything. Everything is in your view. Try to adore God's unique gift. See you in the next episode. Until then, stay beautiful. This is Dr. Ramya signing off. Bye.
Sports news. Sivanesh, 11-year-old boy from Tamil Nadu, wins the International Yoga Champion.
Yoga. Yoga is a light which once lit will never dim. The brighter your practice, the brighter your flame. A young boy, Shivnesh, of 11 years old, wins the International Yoga Championship. He is from Theni, Tamil Nadu. He represented India in International Yoga Championship at Malaysia and secured 6th position. He is the first Indian young boy from Tamil Nadu to get selected to win the prize. He has done a world record by performing a mermaid yoga pose. Mr. Heats, President of Tracks Malaysia, gives him the award and certificate of appreciation. Shivnesh felt heartfelt thanks to his trainers and expressed his gratitude for his parents and teachers.
Weather news. Heavy rainfall in parts of Tamil Nadu with strong winds are likely to continue till April 3rd. According to the weather department, the spell of heavy rainfall is likely to continue tomorrow as well. After that, as the current easterly wave weakens, there will be no rainfall in Tamil Nadu from April 3 onwards. Gold and silver prices sparks highly expect more of the same this week from precious metals. While the demand increased, gold mining activities were severely impacted due to lockdown in various countries. This impacted the supply, causing the prices to rise further. Let us seek more information from our journalist, Ms. Roshini.
The price of gold continues to set new records with almost 3 times increase in last few weeks. There are several factors at play which are leading to demand for gold rising, pushing up the price. Some of them are the weakness of the dollar, speculation, and inflation risk. Due to the weakening of the dollar, those who have invested in that currency are looking for other places to put their money where it will, they hope, gain value. Secondly, gold becomes attractive when money can be borrowed extremely cheap or when banks offer very low rates of interest on savings. Thirdly, gold is seen as a hedge against inflation. So, mounting worries about potential inflation entice more investors to the precious metal. Fourthly, gold tends to hold its value over the long term and it's not anchored to the value of cash. So, people are drawn to it in uncertain times. Also, Indian farmers sees buying gold as a way of keeping their profits safe after harvest, free from threat of currency fluctuations. Metal. Fourthly, gold tends to hold its value over the long term and it's not anchored to the value of cash. So, people are drawn to it in uncertain times. Also, Indian farmers sees buying gold as a way of keeping their profits safe after harvest, free from threat of currency fluctuations.
Meet you tomorrow at 7 pm. Until then, stay tuned with your channel Daily Talks, Fire Free Talks.